What's up guys, welcome back to the next video on learning Python. My name is QD Azani and you guys watching my channel Wood. Alright, so in the previous video we have created our class post, and we have learned how we're going to create our constructors. And inside this constructor we're going to display our message. Then this our post office going to receive mail, sends mail, receive parcel, and sends parcel. So how we going to put a parameter inside our constructor? So if you guys look in here, we have got a constructor, and then our constructor only accepts self, because by default you guys need to put self. So you have to put it this ones you guys can negotiate. This ones you guys can go tell Python, let's sit on the table, I don't want to put this one. Then the Python says, all right, if you don't want to put this one, you can create any classes. All right, so and now how we gonna put some sort of parameter inside our constructor beside this self. Say for example, we have a class post, but we don't know the name of the post office, because every post office have a name. Say for example, the post office situated in for example in countries, or in the cities, or say for example in Mumbai, or in say for example in Lahore, or say for example in Tehran, in Turkey, Istanbul, Tajikistan, Baku, Ashgabat, wherever is located, but every post office have a name. Say how we're gonna put inside our constructor to let everyone know that this is the same post office. Here for example, we can put a post name, for example post name. Our guys can simply refer to this one as a name, because it's a post office. And now if you observe here, our constructor are accepting the parameter here. Now we have put a parameter. You guys can put a, say for example, address. You guys can put a street number, street. You guys can put a, say, country, anything you guys like. You guys can put as many as parameters you guys like. So but the only, if whatever parameter you guys putting, you guys must add some sort of things in your object. So you guys just can't create the parameter here and don't do anything. Say for example, we are going to create a name, and we have to define our name. So how we going to define our name? Say we put a self, just like we putting everything here. We put a self, and then we put a post name. When we put a post name, and now we put a name. Okay, so now we have used this one. Whatever, say if you put a, say, address, for example, if you put a, say, address, or if you can put a country, you guys need to put it here. So you guys need to put a self dot post our country location. We can put a post, we put a country, and then you guys need to put that country. All right, so now we're going to get rid of this, because we already know that our message is coming from the constructor. We already know about the constructor. Okay, so we're going to put it here. I'm going to put I have received mail from. Then you guys need to put your constructor, and then we're going to put a placeholder here, and then you're going to come here at the print, and you got your format. So I'm going to put I have received mail from, and then you guys need to bring the top one down. So here post office name. Okay, or you can put a country name, whatever you guys like. So the country name, now I have effectively using this one, so I'm going to put it, I have received mail from the post office name. And you can put a country if you want. If you want to put a post, I'm going to put a country, post country. That looks a bit cool. I have received mail from which country. And here we can put a send mail. So I'm going to put another one. I am sending mail from post office, post office. Okay, here you guys need to put your formatting here, and then you guys need to, I'm sending mail from, then you guys need to put your placeholder here, which post office you guys sending from self dot, and then you guys gonna put a, say for example, post name. All right, so we can try the same things to this receiving parcel. So I'm gonna copy this one, and I'm gonna put it here. Our you guys, if you guys want, you guys can remove this, because we don't need this, we only need two, that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna send parcel and receive parcel, we're gonna remove. All right, so now here we have put a blueprint here. Now we have putting the template here. So we have a name and we have a country, then we have a post name, and we are using this name, which is our constructor, we are country. Then whenever you guys put in your constructor, make sure you use it. You guys, if you don't use this one, your programs gets buggy, because this is the core of your class, this is the core of your program. Think of this as a nucleus or inside the atom. So when you create a class post, this is the structure of your class. So you guys just can't go here, use something, put a parameter and don't use it. See here, we are using the country and we are using the name. Whatever you guys use, put this one, you guys make sure you guys use it. All right, so now here Corio post, and here you guys need to put a, say for example, the first one is the country. For example, you guys gonna put a USA or India. Say for example, I'm gonna put a India, and the second one I'm gonna put the post office Corio, for example, our Corio wood. That's the place that I'm putting, that's the imaginary place. Keep in mind this is a channel name. Okay, so now I have keep in mind I'm using two here and I'm using two here. The first one is the name and the second one is the country. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put it send a mail. The first one's gonna come and send a mail. I'm gonna put maybe, so in order to avoid error, I'm gonna put it, this one is on top, just in case if I get a error, because the first one is gonna be the name and the second one is gonna be the country, and the first one is gonna be the send and this receive mail. That's fine, because here I want to put the first one is going to be the name of the post office, so the name is, the second one is going to put the country. So this one's going to come here, and I'm going to put this one as a say for example India. Okay, so now I have effectively put a two parameter inside my constructor. My constructor accepting the parameter, and it's going to be the name, and I'm using the name. I'm sending mail from the post office, what is the name of the suburb or county or district, whatever, and our city. So what is the name of the country? So I'm sending I'm receiving this mail from post.country, and here I have instantiated my class, and I have created the object, and this object is Corio post. And alright, so I'm gonna run my program, and we're gonna see. So keep looking here that how beautiful is this. I'm sending mail from Corio post office. I have received mail from India. So here Corio would, keep in mind, you guys can put your city name, or say you guys can put Delhi, or you guys can put a Washington DC, or you guys could put a say Beijing, you guys can put a Shanghai, whatever you guys gonna put a Moscow, whatever. That's your post office, and you guys can say that's a country. Okay, so you guys can put as many as parameter here inside you guys like in your constructor, but keep in mind you guys use it. So for example, if you guys don't use your parameter, what's going to happen if you guys say use a country name, country, say for example person, for example, you guys are putting here something, and keep in mind as soon as I put it, I'm going to get it gray, because this two is black and this one is gray, because the reason is because I'm not using it. So I'll just go ahead and see what happens, and I'm gonna get all sorts of errors because you are not using here. You guys must use this one here. Say for example it says main, and they says that it's reminding you that your object here your courier post, which is your object. Here you have using these two and missing one. Type error init, which is your constructor, missing one required positional argument person. You guys have to provide this one. There's no say, I forgot, or I'll done this, I'll done that. You guys need to provide this. For example, you put address, or you can put anything you guys like. You guys put your name, or you guys not like the, say for example, attendant, and we can put attendant, our clerk. So our clerk, we can put a clerk, for example, post clerk, and then you guys need to come here and say for self dot post clerk is equal to clerk. There you go. And we have a typo here, self. Okay, so now when you guys use it, it turns black, because you guys already formally using your parameter inside your constructor. Then you guys can use it here. You guys can put your say for example, we can put it here. We can put a country and post clerk was, and you can put a self dot post clerk. Okay, and here you guys again you can use it. Say for example, you guys can put a post office clerk. Okay, so you guys can put a post office clerk. I have received say, I'm gonna put it the post office clerk, and then you guys need to put the post clerk. Okay, and now I have used the post clerk in two instances here. The first one is here and the second one is here. Alright, so now we're gonna put it here. Say for example, we have here post clerk was, and the post office clerk was, I'm gonna put it was, and we're gonna put it helpful or nice. So we can put a helpful. Alright, so now we need to come here, and if you want this message to, and if you want the Python to execute this one, we can put a post office clerk. We can put a courier post dot, and you can put a post office clerk. So we can put a post office clerk. You can put this method here. So now we have our all the positional arguments here. We have parameter, 3 parameter and 3 arguments here. And here we have send mail, which is you guys already by now you guys should know. Send mail, we have received mail, and we have post office clerk. Keep in mind the last one we are using twice. So this post office clerk is here. Only one time we put it here, and we are using twice here. Just to observe here, we are using twice, we are not using once. And here we have 3 positional arguments here. So we have two methods, and in this method we are using the helpful, our clerk, twice. And here the post office clerk is the last one that you guys see here. Alright, so now we're going to run our program to see if we have error, and if we have error, to see where we have error. We don't have any error, all good to go. So I'm sending mail from Courier post office. I have received mail from India, and the post clerk was helpful. The post office clerk was helpful. How easy is this in Python to create a constructor, to create your class, to create your constructor, and you can put your positional arguments. Same as before, we have used the positional arguments in our functions. You guys need to put it here, but with the classes, with the constructor, you guys need to put this self, and this self is everything that binds the class together. So and then whatever you guys want to use, 1 2 3, whatever you guys want to use, you guys can use it as a parameter. And keep in mind, you guys needs to put the same one. It's a positional arguments, and you guys needs to put the same. Say you send email, send mail, then you guys needs to put a post office city name or a district name, county name, and you guys needs to put received mail. You guys needs to put a country, and then whatever you guys needs to put, because Python sees this one as a position 1, position 2, position 3. So you guys needs to put in order. That's it, easy as. So that's how we're going to create our classes, that's how we're going to create a constructor, and that's how we're going to put parameters inside our constructor, and that's how we're going to put arguments inside our objects. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.